Alright everybody, welcome to Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Here we go with some headlines. We're going to hustle through this one. Starting with Snoop Dogg steps in at the last second during WrestleMania. Who knew that Snoop Dogg was in doing the wrestling stuff? That dude's getting old. He's like 50 something or almost 60. It's crazy. What does that guy not do but everything? Holy cow.
The shizzle, my nizzle.
Alright. We'll skip to this one. Super Mario review, the new movie. It is Nintendo's latest film disappointment. Dun dun dun. It's actually probably much better than the critics gave it credit for because they just don't like goofy cartoons and they really hate video games because they're just kind of angry people. Seems like most of the time. I don't even know why we have film critics anymore. They get it wrong 99.8% of the time. All right, here we go. Miss Manners. I was embarrassed when everyone in the post office focused on me. That's what happens when you fart out loud like that. I mean, what's gonna happen? Post offices, they're not very big. You know, you gotta be discreet when you got a little, when you're a little gassy. Go outside, wait it out. Anyway, moving on. Okay, it is Wednesday. It is Employment Wednesday. It is Dress to Impress Wednesday. So I'm hoping that many of you are dressed to impress out there. We do have our winners from last week. However, because of what we're working on this week, we're going to push that into next week. So you'll see that. Those guys will have a cool thing next week. We'll announce those winners then. But hopefully everybody's dressed to impress today. Now, we have been working on what? We've been working on actually what goes into what we achieve here at program, what we work on, our steps and all this stuff, and tell me a little bit about yourself. That's one of the key things in getting a job is telling me a little bit about yourself. And I got to work, thankfully, with a couple of groups, which was great. I say thankfully because I enjoyed it and I learned something from it. And I think you guys learned a little bit too. What did I focus on? For those of you that sat with me, I focused on one thing when it came to tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a story. Engage me in a story. If you just tell me I like cooking, all I know is you like cooking. I don't know anything else about it, and that doesn't help me. Remember, in our group, I was a coffee shop owner, and I need someone to make a good cup of coffee consistently every time. If you just tell me that you play video games, how does that help me? You need to tell me a story about why you play video games, how good you are at video games, what games you play, how does that relate to making the coffee? Okay, again, you were terrible at drawing, at cooking, at playing video games. You started somewhere and you worked towards something and now you're better. That's telling me a story about why video games apply to the job that you're going for. The other part was everybody, even if you weren't in a group that I sat in, all groups, you should always consider this one thing. You show up every day to day program to do what? To learn new skills, to work on yourself, to become a better person, to become better socially, to socialize with people. That nobody does that. Very few individuals go somewhere every single day to better themselves, to get better at being a good person, to get better at skills that help you in the workplace. You are going to say something that 99% of the other people that show up for a job don't say. Nobody shows up and says, well, I'm good at all these things and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, I go to trainings every single day to get better at myself, to get better at different job skills, to socialize with people. Nobody says that. You've got a leg up on everybody. Put down, you should talk about the fact that you show up every single day program to better yourself, to become a better citizen, to become a better employee, to become a better friend. You need to talk about it. It's good. It's great. I'm proud of everybody for doing it and showing up. Now, go have a great Wednesday. Real quick, before we do the other little things here, I do want to give a shout out to the folks going out to the Salvation Army. You guys have been busting your butt for several days in a row. We got more days to come because we got some serious work to do out there, and we're doing a good job. Good job, everybody. Keep up the great work. Now, let's hop into what? Some job-related stuff with Zach.
Hey guys, hey, it's a Wednesday, the 5th. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're going to do a little employment facts with Zach. But yeah, no, today I'd like to talk about, teamwork. We talk a lot about teamwork. We talk about helping people out, helping our team out. But what is good teamwork, right? I mean, sometimes we can be part of a team and maybe we're not contributing to the team in a way that's positive for the team, and I'm not talking we're in there having a bad attitude and just being negative, but maybe we're not sticking to the points that helps us work well. So I want to go over a little thing that can help all of us become better team players at our jobs, okay? Flexibility, collaboration is all about compromise. And once again, you're going to hear the word flexibility. Hey, not all ideas or ways to do things are seen as the same. One person might completely disagree with an idea, and a person might be like, no, this is the idea. So sometimes we have to compromise, okay? So remember that compromising is important, and being flexible is also important, because sometimes your spot today, what you're doing today, might be completely different than what you're doing tomorrow. And that's just part of that flexibility we have as being teammates. Active listening, collaboration often evokes feelings of sociability and shared ideas. Active listening is being a participant while they're listening. I've talked about this before. When you raise your hands and you ask questions during your trainings, that's being an active listener. When you're sitting with your team and you're writing notes or you're asking questions to make sure you're on the same page as everybody, that is active listening, okay? Very important. Plus it values your other, it shows value your other team members. Another thing, problem solving. Teams have problems. It's what happens, okay? Teams, it happens, all right? We all know that the New England Patriots didn't sit around and win all those championships out without problems on their teams. They had them, but they also knew how to handle those problems and deal with those through problem solving. Effective communication. And also, too, communication's obviously very important, but also, too, the positive attitude. And when working with a team, it's best to come in and work with a positive attitude. People, tendency, you could be a great worker. You really can. You can be a great worker, but if you have a negative attitude, people really don't want to work with you, and they don't care how good you do the job. They'd rather work with somebody that they're going to mess up a little bit with and enjoy their time. It's just, that's a fact. I mean, people don't want to work with someone who's so negative that that's all that matters. All right? So positive attitude. Keep that in mind when working with your teammates, you guys. These little things, there's more, but these 5 things will get you guys on your way and get you guys to become better team players. All right, guys. Have a great day. Next time you're at work, see if you're using one of these when you're out there talking to your team. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great Wednesday.
All right, very cool. Keeping the job theme rolling right there. Now, let's see what the national day is today.
Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, and that is what? Hump Day. Yeah, it's the 5th of the 4th month of the 2023 year. Yeah, that's it. First Wednesday of the month. I hope everything is going good for everybody. We're getting close to hippity hoppity little bunny coming to see us, bringing lots of Cadbury eggs and Reese's peanut butter eggs and C's candy. Chocolates. Anyway, today's National Day. We're gonna need this National Day if we're gonna eat all that stuff come this weekend. Today's National Day is National Walking Day. Walk, walk, walk. They want everybody to don your tennis shoes and get out there and walk. They say you should walk at least a minimum a half an hour a day. And that's just not walking around the office or walking to a straight half an hour walk where you get your heart rate up. That's what makes a difference, getting your heart rate up. I don't know if any of you, there's quite a few of you, you have an Apple Watch or you have a Fitbit and stuff like that, and it'll monitor how your heart rate goes up and down with the activity that you're doing. And then when you go to sleep at night, you have a low, or you should have a lower, heart rate. And then it judges between how much exercise you've got during the day and how low your heart rate was at night, if you're getting a good enough workout during the day to compensate for burning calories and things and keeping your heart pumping good. You'd be surprised. You think you've moved a lot and you really haven't. So, get those tennis shoes on. Or if you're walking to the bus stop today, maybe walk the long way. Take 2 or 3 blocks around before you get over to the transit station. And don't stop and talk to everybody along the way or hit Starbucks and all those things. Just a brisk, nice walk. Keep on going for 30 minutes. See how it gets your heart rate up. See how it makes you feel. But nobody trip on anything. I don't want to get a call saying, you're laying in the sidewalk somewhere because you didn't pay attention. Pay attention. Wear your tennis shoes and get out there and take a walk. If you can't do it now, do it when you get home. But everybody have a great day on Go Out and Walk Day.
Very cool, very cool. And that's it for today. Keeping it a little bit short, but you guys keep up the good work on the little project we got going this week, and I will see you tomorrow on the morning routine. Take care, everybody. Woo! That one really flew.